about structuring lead generation and going around and trying to find customers for your business, the first thing you need to do is obviously define what that ideal customer looks like, right? So we won't go into that detail today, but before we go anywhere sort of trying to generate leads, the really clear understanding of who those customers are. And it could be a particular niche that you service, a particular industry, it could be a certain size and scale of business you work with, it could be a certain location or region you work within. Well, I think, who was it, Jay, you said you work with sort of the trade or bars and restaurants. Well, that's great. That's a very defined niche. You could get a list of prospects in that industry very quickly, but it's a massive industry. You're talking about big pub chains like, Wetherspoons, or you're talking about small independent breweries with one or two places, very different, obviously, conversations should you try and prospect those things. So it's important just to have a really good think about who that ideal customer persona, I guess, to use that language it is for your business, because otherwise you can be very scattergun and having lots of different conversations very quickly, which can be confusing. Focus is really important. So that understanding of your audience, who they are, where they are, how they operate, is really important. And alongside that is classic things like their business challenges and how you ultimately can solve those challenges. So you have to have these foundational conversations before you go anywhere near trying to generate leads. Who are your clients, what problems they have, and how can you solve those problems? So it's basically like your value proposition, your core proposition for your business. That's the kind of stuff you need. So you have to do all of that first, because otherwise your sales can be, as I said, a bit scattergun. So, and the good thing about doing that as well is when you do go to prospect, you'll have a very tight group of people that you're going to try and prospect. So if you go on LinkedIn or wherever it is, you try and find your people to talk to, you've got a really nice sort of filter to apply to decide who are the people I want to talk to, and not just everyone on LinkedIn. It's like